Well, these two aren't doing too bad. I want them to start eating before I put them back out with Mum, but they're doing fine. The tiny little one there, he's absolutely minuscule. I was hoping when he fluffed up he would look twice the size, but he doesn't. He's still tiny. And he was very weak last night, but I did take him out of the box and put him with the other one, who enjoys going backwards and trying to eat the poor little thing. As you can see, he's straightened up a fair amount, but he's not strong enough yet to fight off the others. Very, very tiny, the smallest one there. I doubt either of them will make whole bones, because the one pecking at the egg now, although the tiny little one did have a bit of a feed last night, the one pecking at the egg, he doesn't seem to be all there. He seems to be a bit mad. And it begins with the older pintards, the older guineas. This one I think got cold last night, because although Mum's a big turkey, she can't cover all of her babies. She's got 25, and they're all twice the size of this one. This is one of the smaller ones, probably one that I hatched. Well, it wasn't meant to be, so whether it made cold bones or not, I don't know, but anyway, it got cold, I think. I've only got it partly under the lamp, because obviously I've got the two babies under the majority of the lamp, but I'm trying to warm it up, but I don't think it's going to live. So I'm going to put a lamp out tonight, and those that want to go under the lamp can, because it did get cold. And if that one didn't make it to Mum, once they get chilled, that's normally it. And it's not fully feathered. It's only got feathers on its wings and just round the shoulders there. So guinea fowls, if they get chilled or damp, wet, that's it. They don't survive. I say like sheep, they do one thing brilliantly, and that's die. So, because it's got a full crop of food, it hasn't digested any of it, so it's very weak. And they won't digest if they're cold. And if it ferments, then that'll kill it anyway. Bit of life there. Well, that was an improvement. So I keep trying to get it to drink the natural yogurt and water to try and push the food down, and also change the pH in its crop, so when it does, if it does digest it, it doesn't cause an infection in its gizzard. But we will see on that one. Won't we, little people? I wish you would eat something. I do. You can go back with Mum if you eat something. Yeah. Yeah, the bigger one doesn't seem to be all there. Probably stuck in the shelf for too long, but perhaps that's why it was stuck in the shelf. Because it's not all there, so nature decided it wasn't going to be fit. That little one was just dried out. And he was pipping okay, but I should have hatched him up 5 hours before I actually did, but I didn't know how many veins he had going on. I could see 1 or 2 that were shrinking, but I wasn't going to risk it because he was so tiny, so I probably left him a bit longer than I should have done, but he wasn't any of the worse wear for it. I say nature has her ways. Sometimes she's very harsh and unnecessary, but as I say, generally, you know, if I have to intervene too much, then they generally don't make, as I say, old bones. They'll die of something. But in a case like this where Mum leaves, although Mum did stay on the nest for 3 days, but then there were a couple of eggs there that were slightly behind. And of course, once they get cold, they dry out and then they can't hatch. So I don't call that intervening too much, I just call that saving a little innocent life that needs a helping hand. That one's drinking fine. It does make me laugh when they drink, they stand up like meerkats. They're as hysterical as meerkats too. Oh, funny. Would you eat something? Look, it's in there. It's not on the floor. It's in the lid. It's not difficult. No, it's not. Tiny one's had something. Leave his feet alone. God, you're aggressive. Yes, leave his feet. Eat the egg instead of trying to eat your nestmate, please. Right. My Rudy Poos has just had a bath. He was drying off on the door there, but now he's decided to venture onto the wall of the terrace, which is brilliant. I'm in the kitchen and he hasn't bothered to come in. So, you're growing up, aren't you, boy? Yeah. Yes, you are. There's a sparrow. They're nothing to worry about. There's billions of them, like the goddamn rabbits. Everywhere you look, there's sparrows and rabbits. And mice. Right, I'll leave you drying, my boy. Yeah. There's a clever lad. Don't get nervous now. The kitchen door's just here. You know that. And little Prinny, who I can't call Prince anymore because it's a female. She's growing up too, aren't you, dear? Yes, you're growing up into a pretty little girl. Yeah. Yeah, you're filthy. Look at that food everywhere. You shake it out with your beak. Yeah, you do. Splatter everything. Pebble dash. You'd be a good pebble dasher. Yes, you would. Yeah. Sick chicken. She's been in the house, what now, nearly 8 days? I've been giving her natural yoghurt, oats. Well, I give her the guinea fowl mash, the chick mash, oats, soya. Hello, Rhodes. Hello, Rhodes. What you doing? Are you a pretty boy? You nice and clean now? Nice and clean? Yeah. Oats, soya, bit of corn, layers mash, or layers pellets rather, natural yoghurt, a little bit of antibiotic in the water because what was in her crop that she wasn't able to digest was absolutely rancid. It was absolutely disgusting. So I was a bit worried then that once she had digested it, that it was actually going to cause her an infection in her gizzard and throughout her system, and I think it probably was. So she's been on antibiotics for 2 days now. She was eating on her own last night and drinking, which is brilliant. She still won't open that eye though. The other eye she opens. I suppose she opens both of them every now and again, just for a few seconds. But she's preening, she's stretching, she's out here for the second. And then hopefully when I bring her back in again, in another 10 minutes or so, she'll eat and drink again. I'll bring her out here to try and encourage her to eat and drink. And then once she's improved another 50% on what she is now, then I'll put her back with the others and just hope that whatever it was that started the sour crop or caused it doesn't happen again. But she's greatly improved. She's lost that dreadful smell that she had about her. She smelled like a Manchu rhino. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely grim. But she's greatly improved on that. So hopefully she'll carry on improving. Have a nice sunbathe, aren't you, dear? Where you gone, Rude? Back into the kitchen. You are a coward, Rude. Because the hen's making a silly noise. Not this hen, another hen. Right. So perhaps he's dried off now and has decided it's a bit hot out here because it is very hot out here. I think it gets very hot during the day again, really oppressive. But then it's really cold at night. Ridiculous. Hey, Rude. Yeah? You're doing your dance. That's your performing platform, isn't it? You are a puffy luff, you are. You're a puff. You missed me because I ducked. Oh, God. Because I ducked. What are you doing? Yeah. Show off. Well, I'll put the heat lamp on for Maude's babies. As you can see, they're taking advantage of it. I haven't got it too low because they have got feathers on their wings and necks, and their wings are so huge it sort of covers the whole of their backs. I mean, they're not completely fully feathered, but they're feathered enough not to get really cold. They just really need a background heat, and poor old Maude, there's just too many for them all to get under her. She can't cope. She had about, I don't know, 8 or 9 under her just now. But I've just put the lamp on a timer switch, so I turned it off so they all scarpered back to Mum and clambered around her. But as you can see, they're quite independent now. They're wandering around. I don't like all this mouth opening they do. That bothers me. I don't know what it is that's possibly causing a problem with these. There's another 1 or 2 that I'm not 100% happy with. But they don't look any different to the other. Poor little thing looked last night. He was eating quite merrily. One good thing with the heat lamp, it encourages insects, so they'll be eating insects all night instead of sleeping. Poor old Maude, you're not going to get any rest, old girl, I'm afraid. Number one, you've got a light bothering you, and then number two, you're going to have your babies darting around catching insects. Well, you're joining, no doubt, as well. But unfortunately, that poor little guinea died. He died in my hands, in my arms, fitting, and he did have a little bit to drink, but then died an hour later, so I'm going to be post-autopsying him later. But whether it's the soya, it's not the same soya that I've had before, which was organic. This is real crap stuff, rubbish in it and all sorts of bits and pieces that I don't know what it is. And I wondered last year when I was feeding the pin-tailed pheasant and turkey food, I lost, I don't know, I suppose 5 guineas at a youngish age that I thought was coccidiosis, but I thought, well, it can't be because they got garlic and apple cider vinegar and all the herbs and things. From the minute they start drinking, I put apple cider vinegar and garlic in their water immediately, as soon as they're hatched, so whether under a bird or in the incubator hatcher. So the pH is interfered with in their stomachs and well, in their gizzards and in their crops immediately, which protects them against parasites and coccidiosis and turkey's blackhead. So whether it's just too much protein or there's something not right with the crumbs, the guinea crumbs, which I suspected last year, so I haven't given them guinea crumbs today, but they're doing a lot of mouth opening, which they've been doing for a few days. I say that one was fine last night. This morning he was in the corner, well, against the wall, just there, looking as depressed as hell. Got him in, put him under the lamp. 3 hours later he was dead, so I don't know what's going on. His crop was absolutely jam-packed full of food, and it was solid, so I assumed perhaps he had got chilly and got chilled, and that's why he wasn't digesting, and basically it ferments very quickly in their crops. He got toxins rushing around his system, as well as being chilled, not digesting. And as I said, guineas do one thing very well, and that's die, just like sheep. So I wondered if it was that, but I know I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Poor old Maude. You've got a real dog life, haven't you? Look at you. I'm sitting on your back. Well, underneath you, sort of half and half. One's sitting on you. Because she needs to rest too. She needs to lay fully down and sleep at night. And if she's got 24 now underneath her, I mean, all that lot getting underneath her, there's no way. During the day, she sort of sits up on her knees and they get underneath her that way. So they stay warmish, but it's so hot during the day they don't really need the heat from her. It's just a protection thing, I suppose. It's just instinct. But at night, that little one just walking towards the others now doesn't look absolutely right. He's not walking right, but he looks quite bright. You know, he's pecking, like the one was last night. He went immediately to eat. He was standing over by the drinker there, and I thought, well, I don't know, he doesn't look that brilliant. He looks not right. But then he flapped his wings, flew over to the food, tucked in like billy-o, like they all do, like a load of vultures around a body, or a load of piranhas. No, they're more like piranhas, actually. The speed they eat and the ferocity they eat with, they are like piranhas. And he was eating fine, then went flying back to the water and had more to drink, and then flying back to the food again. So I thought, well, no, you are okay. And then, of course, this morning, that was it. There he was, desperately sick, 3 hours later, dead. But that little one, he's pecking around and he's doing his thing, but his feathers look ruffled. I don't like it when their feathers are ruffled. It's not a good sign. And he looks a bit dopey. Well, dopey, I don't know. He just doesn't look 100% as he should do. So it'd be interesting to see if I got another sick one tomorrow. But I hope not. I really hope not. I desperately want to get her out, so I think I'm going to bring Morris in. He can come in here, and I'm going to put her and the babies out in her shed, where they can peck around outside and be free basically. Get natural sunshine and fresh air and cool down. You know, taking advantage of the light. Oh, get off that, Michelle. There we are. I'm taking advantage of the heat, so it relieved the pressure off of her a bit. Give her some peace. There old girl. Picking away there. Look at that one, under the lamp. I'm alright, Jack. My head's gonna fall off. What on earth? Is he alright? Yeah, he's okay. He looked around very quickly then. There's no problem there. Right, so there we are. Got a sick hen in here now. You can't see her, she's down there, you can't see her. Not to put her food over, absolutely typical. But we'll see how she is in the morning. She was going stare crazy in the bed, in the cage in the house. Why are you on the floor? You've been excommunicated again, man? Yeah. My poor turkey. I couldn't kill him. I just can't do it for the minute. So he's in exile. He's just fighting with the other one, and they're going to kill the female or injure her severely. Hen's in there. She's doing very well on her guinea eggs. Old broken tail. I have no tail there. It's doing fine. The other two, hey? Yeah. Got to clean you out. There's old broken shoulder. Poor broken shoulder. She can't open that wing at all and let her babies underneath, so it's probably just, well, she's only got 11 left. Just about cope with that. There you go, girl. Just about cope with 11, can't you? One wing. Yeah. So, there we have it. Right. Well, get back on your perch, boy. Yeah. Go wandering around the floor. So, you alright, babies? Oh, he's there again with his head dropping off. Can't see his head. Oh, I'm quite happy, thank you very much. Focus. Come on, focus. I'm not going to focus, oh, for heaven's sake. What is this doing? No, it's not going to focus. Stupid damn camera. God, I hate this thing. Those heads just dropped off. Headless guinea. Oh, yeah. I don't know if that one's 100%. Moved his head around quick enough when I clicked, but it looks a bit silly. Oh well. No doubt there'll be a few more desperate in the morning. Poor old Maude. You look like an octopus, old girl, stretched out there. When you lay a bit closer to the lamp, then your babies are sit under there because they'll feel more protected if you're closer. Perhaps I'll bring it down a bit. Yeah. Oh, would you leave that water alone? That's not for you. Thank you. Okay.